This is an example of the mustard family, Brassicaceae. And this happens to be stock, the flower, and it is known as Mathiola incana, and it is quite fragrant, and it comes in the form of the flower is an inflorescence in the form of a raceme. Most of the ones you're going to look at the store are going to be doubles, hybridized. This happens to be much truer to the native, to the original. This is a single, and this is more typical. And this is a typical raceme. You have the axis where they have each individual flower has its own pedicel, and then you see that at the apex is where the buds are up here, and that makes this a racemose raceme. There are no bracts, no subtending the pedicel, but this is one of those families that has two names. We call it Brassicaceae. Brassica is a very common genera. It's an important one. It's cabbage, basically. This is the family of cabbage and broccoli and the Brussels sprouts, all of those very important, economically important particular species or genera. And some other, I'm trying to think of what's, Sweetalicum is in this family. Okay, but let's take a look now at an individual flower. We see that as I say, it has a second name, and that second name is Cruciferae. You can see that the flower has 4 petals, and the petals are in the form of a cross. And oh dear. Okay. And so you can see over here, that two petals are that way. It's really, actually, that's where the name Cruciferae comes from. And as I say, in Britain, that would be the preferred name of the family. Okay, the petals are what we call clawed. As you can see here, some down here, they have the white wide thing is called the claw, and the green extension is called the limb, and that's what we call a clawed petal, and it forms kind of a kind of pollination size form, which is like a tray, and has a flat at the top, and because of those claws of the limbs, the corolla goes down into a tube, and the actual nectar is down in here, so that it probably is designed for a butterfly or a bee with a proboscis, with a long coiled tongue that he can reach down into that tube and get his nectar, get his reward. Okay, it has 4 petals, and it has 4 sepals. You can see the sepals are green and long, and they are alternate to the petals. They come right in between the petals, so that there are 4 and 4. Okay, and that's again how we get that name Crucifer. So what I'm going to try to do now is I'm going to remove the petals here. Come on, this guy is not doing. Okay, there we go. And here I just want to show you the Yeah, and you can be doing this if you have your own. Oh, that's easier. That came out fairly easier. Ah, that one didn't. Okay, there. Oh, there's four. Now, can you see very plainly? I want to get this where there's not anything behind it. This you can see very clearly the four sepals. And I'm going to try to take those off now. Okay, there's one. And you can begin to see the andrecium. Yeah, they're coming up. Are you able to see the andrecium here coming along? The anthrax are kind of yellow. And there's one, I guess I didn't get that whole sepal there. Got to get rid of that, and we'll see what we have. Okay. Okay. That's pretty good. A little piece. Okay, now, can you see these? These are small. I have one here that is pretty clear. Let me show that, and let me get this away from the rest of you of what's around. Can you see this quite clearly? There are four. See the stamens back here. That's there are 2 and 2, and then there's two lower ones. See over here. This guy and this guy, the lower. So that's called tetradynamis. There are actually 6 stamens. Here you can see it here. You can see the 2 upper sets right here. I still have, I don't want to take the low one, do I? Oh, I think I did. I just removed one of them. Okay, but you can see there, these are 2. Can you see? Yeah, but I separate them there so that there are 4 upper ones and 2 on the side. So there are 6 stamens in the andrecium, and it's called tetradynamis. I have one example here of the pistil, which is fairly simple, and it's 2-carpellate, and whether you can kind of see there's a little kind of a branch at the very, very top. It's capitate. The fruit of this is called a silica. It's a valved capsule, 2 valves, and instead of a septum, it has what's known as a rheplum, and it's kind of silvery. It's a beautiful piece of silvery tissue on which the seeds lie. The actual placenta circles of that rheplum, and it can be either long and narrow, or it can be round and flat, like honesty, which is in this family, the dried flower arrangement. Is known as honesty. But basically, that is that's about as much I can. There's no point, I think, in trying to do a cross section of the ovary. They're first of all, I think they have not really become fertilized in a lot of cases. So this is the mustard family, Brassicaceae.